If you are looking to get down to that single figure handicap this winter and you are looking to improve your game, hit the ball further, hit the ball straighter, then that is exactly what we are going to be doing in this new series. Guys, welcome back to the channel, and if you are new to the channel, then make sure you hit that subscribe button below to join us on the journey to 50,000. And if you're a regular viewer of the channel, thank you for the support, and hopefully you're going to enjoy this new series. So you'll see some shots on screen there from mid-handicap Dave, who's been on the channel for many a year now. He's looking to get to that elusive 9 handicap, which I'm sure there are a lot of you behind the screen wishing to get to single figures. We're going to work through today the system that Dave has with his clubs in the Arcos and where he is losing shots, where he can improve, and what we're going to do through this winter to help him kickstart that 2025 season, hitting the ball further, hitting it straighter, hitting more greens and holding a few more putts. But let's get him in.
So Chris, I guess what we're talking about is over the winter developing a strategy and a swing that'll work next year, because the handicap certainly isn't going to come down over the winter because we just don't play enough comps.
No, that's true. So we're going to set out a practice plan, and the big thing there is a practice plan. That means Dave's got to leave his house and go and hit golf balls. But we are using the system that he's had for years that's probably he's not taken advantage of. So we have Arcos system here, and we can see that Dave, on average to a 9 handicap golfer, is losing 3.4 shots. And conveniently, that is why he's off 12/13.
13, yeah.
13 now. So we can see on there nice and clear. So driving is losing him 2 shots per round. Approach is a big area. Short game is close, but putting is through the roof, and he's much better than a 9 handicap golfer with that flat stick. So if we go down here, we've got the top 3 insights of what Dave needs to work on, and this is something that we've certainly seen. So straight away, shots from the fairway. So approach ones is losing 2.3, so that's something we need to improve on. Driver distance is very interesting, which we will get to first because everybody wants to hit the driver further. And then 100 to 150 yards. So that's something that we've certainly seen out on the golf course, but we will be getting out there as well. So driver Dave, we know that we've done everything to get you the right driver. We believe now we've got you the right driver in the PXG. We've got you a TPT Nitro shaft, and we know if we hit a couple here and also some that I'll put on screen now, we should and we can get you out to 230, 240 yards. However, it is saying on your Arcos, on average when we get loose on that golf course, it's only going 199.
So is that because, we'll find out what but is that because I'm aiming incorrectly? Is it because I'm tense when it gets to tight holes, or who knows?
I'm blaming Scottish Paul, who I'm sure will be watching this video. I think he puts you off on every tee, makes noises, rattles his bag.
Yep, it's change in his pocket.
Cool. I don't know if
or teas.
I'm going to say more
Probably
likely
teas,
teas than
yeah.
change. But yes, that's exactly the point. So does Dave struggle on certain tee boxes? Is it certain shots that he doesn't like at Garforth? Or even at any golf course? Because a drive like that is very rarely seen when we go out on the golf course. 214 yards, going 230, which is slightly different with the teapot stance than 199 yards. So something certainly we need to take that from in here, Dave.
But there's no pressure. There's no pressure in here. I'm loose as a goose, as you would say.
Loose as a... Well, we have had a full breakfast day before this, so you might have a bit more. You normally have a Mars bar and a coffee as you rush to that first
and then you get
tee.
off the first tee. And
we have played some holes, so is the practice a point? Is his warm-up? Is something playing, obviously hitting some shots in the net or loosening up on the driving range, something that Dave needs to add into his routine? That is what we're going to be talking about. But then we need to talk about the next part of Dave's game. So again there, a little one out to the right, again would just be down the right-hand side, but 210 and 230 again, not near what we've seen. But one big thing that we want to take, we always want to take positive. So there will be some areas of the game that are really helping you. And you can see for Dave, it's on that putting green. So again, he's at 1 shot up from 0 to 10 feet. Again, 0.6 from 25 to 50 feet. And he's also gaining from 10 to 25 feet. So doing really well on that putting green. But approach is the next part we need to talk about, Dave. And that's between 100 yards and 150. So a quick change of scenery, we've got 130 yards here, and this is one of those zones that Dave has struggled struggled a bit with on his stats, as we can see from Arcos. So Dave's going to hit in here. He's got an 8 iron. This would be his 130 to 140 club. There's a
that's the problem.
Ooh.
That is the problem, because I'll look at 8 iron and I'm thinking, oh, that's definitely at least 140. Arcos says different, but you can't. When you're in a competition, you can't use Arcos to tell you what club you should be taking.
No, and
it's
this is
allowed.
where you win to practice, Dave. If you go and hit balls somewhere like here at Waterfront Golf, Trackman Range, you can track how far your clubs are going through the winter. So every time you set up with an 8 iron and you maybe hit 100 shots over the winter, it will give you that average that you need to know. So solid strike there, a little bit of a pull. How far is this one going to go? 145, nearly 150, which is exactly what we would expect. And a rarity there, Dave, that would be long because of the pull, because stats are screaming out. This is exactly what we see from 99.9% of amateur golfers. Look at the top there. Greens in regulation, we are hitting 25%. But the big thing for me is you're never long. 2% of the time Dave is long, but 65% of the time he is short. And this is what we see from most golfers. Even your scratch players, we all think we can hit it a bit further than we can potentially. Left to right, Dave's not bad. We've got him on the straight and narrow. He just thinks he hits it further than he does.
Yeah, and you were stood there with 140 yards in, and your mate's like, well, I've taken a 9 iron there, Dave, and you just think, maybe I should be taking, maybe I'll try a 9, and it's in the water, or...
That's it. Scottish Paul again, he's playing his games, he's really hit a 6 iron, but he's told you he's hit a 9 iron, and you've gone, well, I'm going to hit it further than Scottish Paul. So this is where you need to know your numbers. So going for a gapping session, going for a lesson, we're going to be doing Dave's numbers, we're getting his averages throughout the winter, but you need to make sure that you know yours, so you can consistent front to back, because if you can hit one more green per round, we know that you can save 1 shot on average on strokes gained. So really, Dave, all we need you to do to be better, to lower, to get to a 9 handicap is hit 2 more greens around. We're not asking for the world.
You don't think it's the world, but...
2 greens is all we are asking for, Dave. So a good shot there, 139, going 142. So when we do get it right, it's stopping nice and quick and going... We'll go close if the pin was at 140. We've there hit it a little bit further than the distance. But let's see where you are good, Dave. We know that obviously putting, yes, we're not going to jump on the putting green because the weather outside at this time of the year, unfortunately, is not allowing us to be outside today. But we're going to do another area of the game where you're close to being a 9 handicapper, and that's chipping. So short game, let's talk about it. We're losing minus 0.7. So at the bottom, I do like that it says keep grinding because you are not too far away, but you've declined by 3.7 strokes to your previous 9 rounds. And Dave has said he's been struggling with his chipping, so it has picked it up. And this could be an area we can turn around quickly and could be the first lesson, Dave. Yeah,
there's been a couple or 3 hosel rockets, which I haven't been doing previous to that. So in the last 3 or 4 rounds, yes, I won't say the actual word because...
No, I'll just put it in massive text on the screen. And we haven't got any I might have an example somewhere, Dave. But we can see chipping accuracy. Again, missed greens 13% of the time from 25 to 50 yards. From 0 to 5, it's 8% of chance. Average distance to the pin, 16 feet and 25 feet. So again, just getting on the green here, giving yourself a chance. For me, a big thing is being inside 33 feet. 33 feet is the point on tour where tour pros start to 3-putt. So if we can be inside that, even better. We can see here up and down ratio, 27% and 12%. We want to show you obviously what the tour averages are. 9 handicapper here would be 20% of the time, and we would be at 38% of the time here from 0 to 25. So these are areas we're going to improve on.
So from 30 yards there, I've hit it 40 yards, so that's outside, just outside 30 feet.
Yep, so we'll be touch and go there. So straight away there, Dave's struggling a little bit with his contact. We're going to be doing that lesson. That will be on the channel very soon, and you will see what we do with Dave to get him back confident. Because in the summer when we had a match, he put on a chipping masterclass.
And this is what's happening. Am I the dreaded word? Or that for me, that was thin.
Yeah. low ball flight, didn't get the height, didn't get the landing angle. So we've got our starting point. So guys, hopefully you will enjoy this series, and like I say, if you are new to the channel, hit that subscribe button and join us on this journey, not only to see Dave get down to single figures hopefully next year, but also to help the channel get to 50,000 subscribers. But guys, what do you want to see from Dave? Do any of you use Arcos, or do you use any other systems, and are you looking at your data to help you lower your scores without actually having to do much different?